going home. I got the boat on behind me, but I'm not going to the lake. I have to work out here in a couple of minutes. And so I got to get to the house and I got to get dressed, and then I got to get back over to my workout spot. But I left the warehouse, been working all day. Been working with my team over here, and we are growing, doing some big things over here. I'm having to learn a lot of new stuff about growing this company that I've never known before. And so as I start learning new things and start growing, I like to give back to my clients, to our fans, to our following, the people that are wanting to grow as well, and talk about what we're doing and how that could relate to what you're doing. So what I wanted to talk to you about today is stop looking for easy. And it really, I look for things to talk about that are going to be meaningful for you, but they're also things that are meaningful for me. And so when I say stop looking for easy, over the last 4 to 5 years, and really over the last 5+ years, man, that's bright. Over the last 5+ years of being in business, I've always looked for, hey, what's the easier way to do this? What's the easier way to do this? Well, what finding an easier way to do it has done for me has put me in certain areas in a space of complacency, to where, yeah, like the money in that space, it after a while it comes easy, but there's a cap to it. And because you do it the easy way after so long, you can only make so much money and can't make any more money. So when COVID started, and that's really when this thought process for me started changing, because when COVID started, I couldn't do the easy way anymore. The easy way no longer worked. The normal way no longer worked. You probably heard people say this, we got to find the new normal, okay? I hate people saying that, but it's absolutely true, is things at some point are never normal ever again. Things change. Everything does. It doesn't matter if it's you as a person, if it's the way that you act, if it's the money that you make, if it is the friends that you have, even the people in your family. People die. Things change. Okay, this world is ever changing and ever evolving. And so if it's ever changing and ever evolving, you have to be doing the same thing. So, example, the way that we've taken orders and the way that we've done business up until now has worked. However, just 2 days ago, we made $55,000 in one day in sales. And that's between wholesale, that's not even retail included, that's just wholesale. We get $55,000 in one day. All right, and I think that was either Monday or Tuesday. But each day, we're looking to do thousands of dollars. That particular day, I think it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before. That particular day, we happened to do $55,000 in sales in one day. Now, when those things start happening, and it's not just a freak occurrence, it starts becoming a regular occurrence, you're going to start seeing holes within your system. Because usually we used to make $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 a day, and that's it. Recently, we've started getting up to where we're doing $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a day in sales daily. Okay, so when that starts happening, your workload's going to get higher, and what's expected of you and what's required of you is going to start spanning out and getting longer. Okay, when that happens, you're going to start seeing that I have no choice but to grow, because if I don't grow, my sales are going to fall, because I can't keep up with the work. I can't keep up with knowing what's next. The processes have to be in line. Everything has to start working a little bit more smoothly than it worked before when you start making more money. So one of the things that Kevin, my lead guy here at Wholesale Universe, Kevin, today told me is, when you start doing better for yourself, when you start making more money, making positive changes in your life or in your business, for a little while, it's going to feel like you're going backwards. And that's normal. And he said, Ryan, how do you feel right now? And I said, well, since we started making all these changes, I do feel in a sense that we are going backwards, because we're not getting as much work done as I'd like to normally see done. But with you saying that, I do understand what you're talking about feel like you're going backwards and not making as much money. But that's just because people are trying to learn new jobs and they're doing new things. Okay, so the same thing's happening with us right now, and I want to relay that over to you. If you're doing something new in business, or if you're trying new things, or if you had to pivot and go a little bit different direction, pivot to the left or pivot to the right because of things that are out of your control, like coronavirus and COVID, and if you're having to change the products that you sell, you're having to change with the people that you've done business with. understand that things may get a little bit harder before they get better. But if you keep doing what you know how to do efficiently, consistently, those things will get better. Easier, maybe, should I say, even though you don't want to look for easier. What takes me back to the beginning of this conversation when I say don't look for easy, because easy isn't always going to be there. Easy will leave you broke. Start doing things that are a little bit harder every single day. You know, Bonnie and I had to sit down today and we're working on a task that really challenges me. It challenges me because I have to use my brain. Okay, as funny as that sounds, like, damn, aren't you using your brain anyways? Well, sometimes we get into a lull and we don't have to use our brain. Okay, sometimes it just becomes natural. We know what to say, we know what to do. It's just like my body, my subconscious is just taking over, and that's what happens. But you can't grow like that. So today I had to use my brain and sit down and figure out some processes and some things that I wanted to do differently, some different directions that I wanted to go, some things that we were going to implement that was going to take me sitting down and training, coming up with an SOP, coming up with procedures and ways that we're going to do this, and actually having to sit down and put together the method in which it was going to go. That's not easy to do, but it's a requirement for me to take my business from a $1.5 to $2 million company to a $3 million company, which is what I'm trying to do in the next 12 months. Next 12 months, I'm not trying to make 5 or 10 or 50 or $100 million, because oftentimes we get so caught up with saying, well, shit, I want a $50 million company, or I want to make $100 million, but you don't even lay out the roadmap to make another $100,000 or just make another $1 million, you know? So on average, we make anywhere between 1.5 to... Oh, I got him! I love getting golfers. So on average, we make anywhere between 1.5 to $2 million in sales here at Wholesale Universe. I've always been the one to say, like, you know what? It's time, like, we're going to make $5 million this year. We're going to make $10 million this year. I start getting into that year and realizing we're not able to do that. So what I focus on now is, okay, instead of making $1.5 million, and this is what we're actively focused on right now here at Wholesale Universe. Chanel, appreciate you. What I want you to do is give this number a phone call. They're going to be there for the next 20 minutes. But if you'll call 903-746-5606, 903-746-5606, there will be somebody there that will answer the phone and will help you. It will either be Crystal that's going to answer the phone, or it will be Don or Kevin that will answer that phone, and they will help you. 903-746-5606. But like I said, what I realized and what we're actively doing right now at Wholesale Universe is I'm not trying to make $5 or $10 million. I'm not trying to go from a $1.5 million company to a $5 or $10 million company. It does not work like that unless you hit the lottery, or you're like that 0.01% of companies that just hit it off. They have big investors, they have a great product, a Facebook, you know, or an Amazon, something like that. Even those took work and took years to do, though. But don't try to just go all in and 10x your sales overnight. Like, I'm a Grant Cardone fan, but 10xing it doesn't happen overnight. There's a lot of work that goes into 10xing something. So instead of 10xing something, 2x it, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 10. Okay, but instead of making $1.5 million, or trying to make I think we made 1.7 last year, I'm trying to make $3 million or $3.4 million over the next 12 months. Because if I can double my sales and go from 1.7 to 3.4, then I can go to 3.4 to 6.8. Okay, because then I know at that point it's just a numbers game. At that point, I just have to buy X amount of products, make X amount of phone calls, list X amount of products, ship X amount of products to Amazon FBA. At that point that I've got all the numbers figured out, hey, this is what we did to get to 1.7. This is what we did to get to 3.4 million. This is what we're going to do to get to 6.8 million now. Okay, and then you can go from 6.8, what is that, to 13.6, I think it is. But you can start doubling it after that. And it gives you the ability to do that because you have data that you can go off of. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm not trying to see how much money I can make. I'm doing what's required to double my sales. And then next year, we'll go from trying to make, you know, the 3.4 million to next year in 2021, we'll go and try to start making that 6.8. When we make that 6.8 million, or even if we land at the $5 million mark, and we say, hey, we made $5 million, We now know what it takes to do that. Now it's time to make 10 million. Let's double this again. Okay, that's how you do it. That's how it's done, folks. You can't eat the whole apple overnight. Okay, it's not possible to do. It will run you into the ground. It will burn you out, and you will want to quit. And matter of fact, you probably will quit. You've got to take it one day at a time. You've got to write down a plan. You've got to try to not like triple and quadruple your business overnight. Try to double it. Try to double your business in 1 year. And if you can then double your business in 1 year, then do what it takes to double your business the next year. And then after 3 to 4 years, you've got a massive freaking company, okay? But don't try to do it all overnight. I tried to do it all overnight for the last 4, 5, 6 years since I've been in business, and it just hasn't worked. I find myself burning out sometimes because I don't have like specific goals set of what I need to where I need to go, what I need to achieve, like where are we headed? What's the direction that we're headed? One of the things that helped me with that was my my business coach. I pay Grant Cardone for sales training, but for training when it comes to like business, personal life, things that are like really in-depth one-on-one stuff within my company, that's going to be a thing that I hired Christopher John Stubbs for. And the dude knocks it out of the park and really, really helps us when it comes to like planning our business and doing things. I've got to get dressed. I got to go to my workout. I'm late for my workout right now, but I still got to go. But I wanted to talk to y'all at the same time. So, grab my shoes. Yes, George. So absolutely. I do set goals. That's a great question. I do set goals, and it's a must. Okay, before I was setting goals, I was just like, I'm turning my wheels and spinning my wheels in business. And now that I set my goals, but I also look at reporting. One of the things that I got taught about is reporting. Okay, so I'm not going to get undressed in front of all y'all. I don't want to scare you. I saw like 5 people jump off. They think I'm getting dressed in front of them. So reporting, finding out how much I'm spending on ad spend versus how much I'm spending on my sales guys and training, and how much I'm spending everywhere, and then how much money am I making? How much is coming in? Looking at the reports and then making decisions off of that. That is how you build a company and get better. Okay, but before doing that, I'm just spinning my wheels every single month. So I should be blessed and thankful that we have 6-figure months and we make $1 million or more a year at least, $1.5 million at least minimum. We're going to make $1.5 million. 1.7 is 1.8 is what we made last year. The year before that, 2.25. I'm looking to make $3 million this year. So it's just a gradual scaling of how do you want to do this? What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? And then you can reverse engineer that. And I've started learning that a lot better here recently. All right. So I got to hop off here. I got a workout that I have to be out here in a few minutes. I want to give you some of my time. I'm going to be doing more of this and not sitting on there just trying to sell you. I want to help you grow your business. Okay. Because when you grow your business and you make money, you come back and buy products from me. And ultimately that's what I'm about. So we make a lot of money now. Like we've got ads set up on funnels that bring sales in. Like we've got leads coming in. We have retail sales coming in, our store, online stuff, wholesale. We deal with companies that buy from us now. So there's a lot of things that we do differently now. And so I want to do things a little bit differently. I don't want to get on here and be like, hey, everybody, it's Ryan Nichols. I'm trying to sell you this, and that. I used to do that. Now it's, how can I get on here and serve you, give you some quality content, help you grow your business, and then you want to come back and do business with us. So Chanel, 903-746-5606. And let's see if I can write that in the comments. I can't, but somebody will. Somebody will write that in the comments, all right? So if you have any questions for us, let us know. I got to get dressed and go to practice real quick. Y'all have a great day. I'll be back on here live again tomorrow, talking about something. I'll do a Q&A tomorrow, all right? But I want to speak with you, and I want to be able to help you grow your business, all right? Y'all have a great night. I'll talk to you later.